Hi everyone, Gemma here, thanks for watching today. Last weekend I attended the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in Birmingham, and one of the stands there was Pretty in Paper by B, and on this stand I had my first go at iris folding as they had a make and take event. So I bought this kit, the butterfly kit, and also the Love Heart and Let It Snow kit. So it has everything inside that you need to make a card. So I'm just going to open the box with you now so you can see what's included. So I'll just open the packaging with you. So there's our foam, glitter, the guide. This is the template that we'll follow. And it's given you a colour pattern guide here, so you could use those colours, or if you have different, you could choose your own colours there. There's our butterfly apertures. Pattern paper. Trying to spread them out a little bit for you. Got a nice selection of colours there. These are our card inserts. Pearlized card blanks. And the envelopes. So I've got everything together that I want to use. So I'm just going to show you the concept of iris folding and how to use the kit. So I have some foam pads, the iris folding pattern guide, the aperture, some silver glitter cardstock. The colour palette that I've chosen to use today is these 3 different tones of pink, and then it'll go on the pink card. I have my card insert and my envelope. So the first thing that I want to do is cut strips of the coloured paper. So you want to take your paper and you want to measure out approximately a 2 centimetre strip. So I'm going to cut 3 of those just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the rest of the colours. So I've prepared my strips, and the next thing I want to do is start folding them. So I'm just going to set them aside and work on one strip at a time. So all you need to do is fold an edge over. Make sure you've got a nice clean edge. And you want to make sure that this piece is shorter than this piece so they don't overlap. So I'm just going to work my way through all my pieces. So as I said, you want to fold one edge over, make sure that this edge is shorter than the back piece. Hopefully you can see that, and just work your way through the rest of the strips. So I've prepped all my strips, they're ready to go. I have my iris folding pattern here. I have my aperture piece, and on the front I've stamped birthday wishes and butterfly kisses. And this is from the Card Making Magic Butterfly Trails versus stamp set. It's just that one there. Off to the side of me I have some sticky tape. I forgot to mention you need that as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over so the front side is facing down. I'm going to line it up to the pattern here. And then I'm going to hold it in place with some washi tape. So I think that looks good. Now once this is taped down, you don't want to take it off until the very end, because if you take it off just to have a look to see how you're doing, you're going to lose the placement of where all the lines are and it'll be difficult to line it back up. So once it's down, don't lift it up until you're finished. So on the bottom here, it does have the colour guide. It's got the 3 colours there and the numbers that they correspond to. So I'm going to start with my darkest shade, which is colour A. It's not exact, but as I said, I'm using different ones. So I need to cover up number 1 there and number 1 there. So you want a piece that covers the aperture and the line. So I'm just going to trim it there. And when you place it down, you want the clean folded edge side facing inwards. And then you've got the largest piece on the bottom. So I'm making sure to follow that guideline. And then I'm going to tape that in place. Ideally you don't want anything overhanging here, so I will trim that at the end. So that's my first bit down. And do exactly the same on the opposite side. Trim it to size to make sure it covers the aperture. And tape it in place. So that's colour A done. So next I'm going to take colour B, which out of the 3 pinks is the middle tone. And I'm going to line it up to number 2. So I've already done this one here. I'm going to do the exact same on this side. So again, I'm cutting a piece large enough to cover the aperture, and I've got the clean folded side facing in and the larger piece on the bottom. So this pink is also for number 3 according to my guide. So 3 is there at the bottom. Now don't worry about this edge here. It does get a little bit messy as you go along the process. But remember, we'll be flipping this over, so this will all be covered and you won't see any of it. So I'm just going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Then I'm taking my lightest tone of pink, which corresponds to colour C, and I need to cover number 4 on both sides and number 5. So what I found best is if your colours don't match exactly to those and you don't want to get yourself confused, you can make a little note on the end of the piece of paper. So I would note A on this one, B on that one, and C on that one, so that when I'm working my way along the process, I can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to pop it on high speed now, and I'm just going to basically follow the colour guide and the number guide. So colour A will match up to 1, 6, 7 and so forth. Colour B will match up to 8, 9. Colour C will match up to 4, 5, etc. So I'll work my way along and I'll come back to you at the end. So I've been working my way along, as you can see, but I have missed the steps, so I want to make sure that you don't do the same. So as I said, you want to follow the colour and the number guide. So I've just put down number 11 when I should have been doing number 10, which is in the centre here. So always be mindful as you're moving your way through the numbers to make sure that you match up the corresponding ones, and obviously do it in the correct order. So I need to attach one here, because what will happen is number 12 will fold over the top of there. So if that isn't in place, then it won't look right. So what I found is this piece is overlapping onto this one, so I need to trim it down to make sure that it doesn't cover this edge. Once that's attached and I add the second piece, it'll be okay, because you won't see that then. So I'm just gonna take a little trim off here to make sure I can get that in there, which is perfect. So I'm going to tape that down and carry on with the process. I'll prop you back on high speed. The other tip that I want to give you is when you're taping down, you want to make sure that no tape goes into the aperture area, because if it does, you'll see it underneath. So we've reached the final stage now, and we're just left with the iris. So we need to cover that up, so I'm going to cut some of this silver sparkly paper. And then you tape it up to cover the hole. Here comes the exciting part when you remove it. You can see all your hard work. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. Very happy with that. As I said, I've got a little bit of sellotape hanging over the edge there, so I'm just going to trim that off so you can't see it. I'm going to add some foam on the back here. And just to finish it off, I'm going to add some gems here. So I got 3 different sizes. Just going to place them on to see how they look first. Yeah, I think that looks nice. I'm also going to take a silver glitter pen and I'm going to draw, I do it like that. There, I think I like that better. So I'm just going to move that down slightly. So that's the final card. Bring it up a little closer so you can see it. Really happy with how that's turned out. Such a bright and colourful card. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed today's video, you might consider giving me a thumbs up, commenting on the video or subscribing to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. I have another iris folding tutorial planned for you. So it's not using any particular kit. You can cut your own apertures and then it just shows you how to map out the template. So I'll just bring it in to show you. So this is one that I've created myself and I've cut just any circle aperture and I've placed it over the top and followed the pattern all the way around. So I haven't done a finished card, I just wanted to see how it turned out and I'm not quite sure on this emboss panel here. But let me know if you'd like to see another video and I'll show you how to do that and we'll create a bauble. So thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!